The woman talking there, of course, is a flight attendant, and the flight attendants union says, you know, they should have grounded these maybe a few days ago. Here were some answers. Aviation attorney and licensed pilot, John Gagliano. John, good to see you.
Good to be here.
So the question is, why did it take so long for them to ground these planes?
There's a big concern in this country about outsourcing. The FAA outsourced their safety department to Boeing. Mm-hmm. And Boeing was driving the decision to keep the planes in the air.
Okay. Well, Boeing makes the plane, and they say that they're safe. As a pilot, look how steep this plane can take off. Of course, that wouldn't, if they had passengers on it, they wouldn't be flying like that. They just want to show everybody what kind of, I mean, how good the plane is, and put it through its paces for video like that. All right, you're a pilot. I don't have a model airplane in front of me here. Can we come back out here, please? I don't have a model airplane, but just use my Sharpie here.
Sure.
So the crash has happened on takeoff. So the plane is taken off. What happens?
So there's an anti-stall mechanism in the computer that when it thinks the plane's nose is going up, it forces the plane's nose to go down. So that the new 737, the MAX8s fly just like the old 737 MAX8s via a computer. But the computer has a glitch that forces the nose down that wasn't in the old airplanes, and they never told the pilots about it.
What? What do you mean they never told the pilots?
They never told the pilots that this technology was in the aircraft before the Indonesia crash in October 2018. The pilots' unions were in an uproar. There was new training put out after that crash that Ethiopia Airlines says these pilots had.
What's the point of the software?
Yeah, why would you ever want it to go down?
It's to prevent the aircraft from stalling. Now, we saw the big engines bringing the aircraft up.
Straight up.
An aircraft stall is not the engine's not working. It's when the wings don't produce lift. So it's when the nose gets too high, the aircraft stalls. To prevent that, you have to push the nose down. So Boeing thought this was a safety feature. They didn't intend that it was going to...
Instead of just having the pilot put the nose down, well, let's take it away from the pilot and make the computer do it.
That's exactly what they did. And the computer did glitch, drives the nose into the ground.
So, oh my God. So they got to fix that.
They absolutely have to fix it.
How long would it take to fix a glitch like that?
Well, they've been working on it since the Indonesia crash in October. Boeing said that the planes were still safe to fly with increased training. We know now that the Ethiopia Airlines pilots had increased training that Boeing put out. The product
to override the software.
Correct. How do you do that? You pull up on the controls and you have to turn off the software, turn off the computer with switches in the cockpit, all while the nose is going down. So that's what Boeing told the pilots they were supposed to do, instead of just fixing the defective.
Okay, so now they are gonna fix it. I mean, it's Boeing, for goodness sake. So 3 months, 5 months down the road, they're gonna say, okay, we fixed the software. How do they prove to the rest of us who want to get on those planes that it's now safe?
Well, now there's really increased scrutiny. The FAA has egg on their face because they certified that this aircraft was safe in the first place. They're really going to dig in to Boeing and make sure, hopefully, that everything is good. But no one knows the technical details about this aircraft more than Boeing. And in fact, their engineers certified or recommended certification to the FAA in the first place.
They're going to have to prove to all of us that they fixed it and that they've flown thousands and thousands of hours or something without any problem.
I don't know that they're going to have to prove that they've flown thousands and thousands of hours because
they want to get back into business.
They want to get back into business, but they're going to have to demonstrate that it's safe.
And that would be the FAA's job to give it the all clear to go back out.
Boeing's going to have to demonstrate to the FAA that it's safe, and the FAA is going to have to sign off on it. And hopefully those demonstrations are the real thing.
And you would think they'd ask for more, in addition to what Mike's saying, because of all the scrutiny and the fact that they feel like they have egg on their face, that they'd want to do more and go the extra mile in order to make sure that it's fine.
I hope that they do.
Yeah.
And again, we're talking about less than 100 planes in the United States, right? Or is it
Correct.
around the world?
Well, in the United States.
In the United States.
Because there's more than 50 airlines across the world that use these planes.
Yes.
But the question is, even though there's only 50, they're a heavy rotation for at least Southwest and some of the airlines.
They are. All of the airplanes are in heavy rotation, but it seems like the airlines can absorb this because they're not a large percentage of the fleet.
Yeah.
With some minor delays, I guess, today.
John, thank you.
Thank you.
Give my Sharpie back. All right, we'll be right back.